All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the new basketball podcast show, Sans Kane. I'm Austin. This is Dakota. How are you guys doing today? It's been a little bit. We're recording.
It has been a while since I've been on the mic. I've missed you boys. I've missed y'all quite a bit. We won't talk about the lost tape. There was an episode that was recorded that will never see the light of day. But it's good to be back on the mic with the boys.
Joe
the Hawks are playing.
Couldn't stop talking about the. I don't want to pick. All I could think of was like recent horrific shit, and I just like don't even want to bother. I was trying to think of like the Crusades. Fuck it, yeah.
It's still the Bad Buddy concert. I haven't gotten over it. It ruined my Super Bowl.
You won't stop bringing it up.
That's the one. I can't stop thinking about it. No, it's nice to be back, and it's weird. Ever since I got off the mic, it appears the Hawks have gotten good at basketball again, which is kind of confusing. But you know what? I've got a bit of a gripe before we start anything. This was supposed to be Magic City night. This was supposed to be one of the biggest nights for the Hawks all year. We were playing the Magic, but, old righteous old man with his blog. Who has a blog in this age? Sorry, I know we talked about this before, but come on, Luke Cornett.
No, we need to talk about it.
You did it. You did it, all right? No one can get the cool hoodies. No one can get the good wings. Thanks, Luke. And I don't know who else teamed up with him. Oh, yeah, Al Horford. We never liked you anyways. No one's even going to remember the fact that when you were a Hawk, that was pretty good times for us. But hey, you guys both suck.
Spitting. That's a good point. Yeah, Luke Cornett is the biggest piece of shit I've ever heard of. And I hate him, and I hope the Spurs never win anything until they get rid of him. I think they should get rid of him.
I don't know if it's even possible to win a championship with such a narc on your team.
With Luke Cornett? No.
I mean, he's the type of guy that would be like that dude from the basketball commercial that is like, hey, coach, I touched the ball. It went out of bounds. I touched the ball. And then he goes and talks to the ref. Yeah, and that's Luke Cornett, man. You don't need one of those guys on your team.
The dude who calls his own travels.
Yeah, dude. He'd be like, sorry, guys, I traveled. It was on me,
Sorry, fellas. I got caught up thinking about women. Yeah, I hate this fucking guy. So while he's gone, I'm going to go ahead and say the rest of the stuff we're looking to talk about today. We have the Hawks. They're on the upswing. The Hawks are on a 9-game winning streak. Right now they're playing the Magic in the third game. Is it 9 games? Right?
It's 9 games. The Hawks?
So, and then we're going to talk about a team that was on a 9-game winning streak early in the season, and now they're ass from a butt. Pistons. Yeah. Let's talk about it. I have some thoughts. I have some reasons why. Is it all doom and gloom? Kinda, but it's not that bad.
They still got Cade, and he's going to win the MVP. I just need people to stop playing basketball games so that he can win the MVP.
So then we're going to talk about the real MVP. If you go to the next slide here, show. Bam Adebayo for the greatest.
Are you talking about one of the greatest players of all time? Bam Adebayo.
One of the top 3 by some metrics. Top 3 basketball players of all time. Bam Adebayo, Kobe Bryant, and Wilt Chamberlain. We haven't recorded since then, so that's important. And then actually a massive record.
A crazy one.
An insane one. Just Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gorgeous. I have always been the kind of unapologetic Shai fan on here. I just like him. Maybe it's the racing fan in me. I like a cheater, bro. But
hey, damn, I don't mind a guy that he just, him and Chet, just some of these just. It's 2 of the best NBA players on the best team.
I'll accept being positive on Chet if it means I can kind of talk about how good Shai is. But we'll get to that later. Let's start with the Hawks. What's happening with them? How did we get here? Because you've been kind of the butt of our joke for the season, and now we can't make fun of you.
Rightfully so. And it's interesting because a lot of people, it's been bad. We had such high expectations, and like I said one time, the other day I was watching and I was like, oh yeah, I've got Gabe Vincent and Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum and Jock Landale and Kuminga all on the floor at the same time. What the fuck happened to my team? It's like kind of what I was thinking. But it's weird, man. The boys have come together. This little ragtag, Little Rascals-esque crew has just kind of, figured out a way to just basically constantly beat up on the bottom of the Eastern Conference. It's a hell of a strategy, and I love it. You get to play the Wizards twice, you get to play the Nets twice, you get to play the Bucks twice. I mean, I don't want to say it's fugazi, but like, this is I like. I'm not going to apologize for winning 9 games, but if I was a guy that would apologize for winning 9 games, I would look at some of the teams we beat, because it is kind of funny at the end of the day, because they all are they're bad, but we are beating the socks off of them. And this 5-man rotation we have, I sent the stat to you guys the other day, has the highest like plus minus of anybody or any 5-man rotation in the league. So like
it does. Who are those 5, by the way, if you remember that off the top of your head?
Oh yeah, it is CJ McCollum, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, who's really turned into a hell of a playmaker, Jalen Johnson, who's I think quickly jumping into like not just star status, but some potential like like all NBA player status, and then Onyeka Okongwu, who in the last month or two since the All-Star break has just turned into a legit starting NBA center. I mean, like at first he seemed undersized, but we're one of the best lineups in the game defensively, and that's with CJ McCollum on the court. So it's pretty interesting.
I know for a fact my big problem with watching the Hawks has been, at least like for your player structure and setup, as a team, you guys just didn't have a very good center. Like, no hate, Okongwu did not have a very good start. He wasn't bad, but like he felt like a 6-man in the rotation. And I will fully cop to, I have not watched as much basketball lately. The games I've watched have just been Pistons, to be honest. I've watched an occasional Spurs game, an occasional Hawks game. I've just been busy. But if that's the change, I think the Hawks are a lot better. I think in a much better space if Okongwu has improved.
No, he's turning into like, I don't know, he's showing some real promises of being the person that I thought he could be. And just, it's weird, man. These guys that we all got just from random places, like, I mean, they're not like superstars, but like, Jock Landale and Gabe Vincent are just kind of really making some difference. Corey Kispert looks good. We're like, they're also having fun again. Corey and then Kispert obviously like, we can make jokes all the time about Kuminga, but like, I do think he's showed, like last game, he kind of came down to earth. He started playing a little more how I thought he would, but like, he's just I just don't think we're expecting anything of him. And then he was having fun. He's smiling. He's having a good time. Like, I don't know. This is just a fun team. I'm enjoying the ride, and I'd really like to get out. Like, if we could get to the 6th seed, it's not impossible. The standings are pretty tight when you look at it right now with just the way it is. Like, especially because every single team in that like 6 to 10 range are basically all on winning streaks. Like, they're all hot. And I think it's just because you play teams in the Eastern Conference, and the Eastern Conference is pretty weak right now at the bottom.
I went ahead and had this pulled up in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, but the bottom of the Eastern Conference includes the play-ins, and like, you're all winning. So
yeah, Charlotte's terrifying. Charlotte's the number 1 team I don't want to play.
For real. That goes for everybody, to be honest.
Yeah.
So right now, the play-in spots are the Miami Heat, and their last 10 games, they're 7-3. The 76ers, who are 5-5, they're on a downswing. Like, this is them at their worst, and they're still a 500 team in the last 10 games. That's something. If Embiid's not back, they're not a real team. Unfortunately, it is just.
Hey, isn't Paul George going to come back from that weird suspension that we don't really understand?
He was on ketamine, and yeah, I think so. Percocet P.
Paul George on ketamine. What a terrible hang, dude. I can't imagine a worse dude.
Miserable rotation.
Yeah, just dude. Hey, you want to go hang out with Paul George? Yeah, I guess he's gonna be on ketamine. Ooh, come out actually.
Can we stay home? My bad. Yeah, and then the Hawks are 9-1 in the last 10 games. Right now, they're also playing against the Magic. But I'll also say this: as far as like games behind goes, it is between the Hawks and the 5th seed in the Magic. It is 2.5 games. So the East is genuinely for position. People are jockeying. People are trying to escape the plans right now. I don't see the 1 through 4 shifting all that much, although it does look 2nd and 3rd could rotate Celtics and the Knicks. The Celtics kind of stumbled now that Tatum's back, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. I guess, but it's probably in the long run more important to get him warmed up back in the rotation.
Growing pains, I think, figuring out how to get him in, and then also like Vucevic did immediately get hurt as soon as he got back. So like, when you lose your starting center, because they just don't really have any size. I was looking at their roster, like they are a tiny little boy.
The Celtics?
I mean, yeah, they play great defense, but like they have no real centers.
It's why they got cooked by the Pistons. They actually have a really bad matchup into the Pistons, TBH. Just because they just don't have the strength like that. Like, Kata's good. He's really come up this year, but he's still maybe the 4th or 5th best guy on the starting rotation. He's really not an ideal top center. He's not like, if you had a choice, you wouldn't pull him for like top 5 centers in the East, most likely. I don't think so, at least.
No.
And that's no hate. I think he has a good game. He's just like not a 30-minute a night guy.
No.
Yeah, dude. I'm still on my Derek White for MVP campaign. I think it's him. I think it's literally all him.
I think he's take, man.
Dude,
I don't know.
So
I think Jaylen Brown is just. I said in the beginning of the year, I said Jaylen Brown was going to have a fuck you tour, and I saw.
And
this
that's what he's
coming,
done so far,
man. The guys I said they were going to have fuck you tours, I just want to count them out. It was Jaylen Brown, Devin Booker, and Luka Doncic. And Luka probably has had the least amount of it. And I know the Suns have cooled down a little bit, but like, oh god, can we also just looking at this graphic, man? I'd like to pour one out. R.I.P. the Bulls from the Bulls Hawks Heat Invitational. It doesn't feel right to see the play without the Bulls in there. I mean, look, dude, it's just
nah, bro. They're worse than that.
I feel like that meme where it's like the Fast and Furious. It's been a long day.
Yeah,
you, my friend, and we're going out there, and it's just the Hawks and the Bulls in one car.
Was it because Paul Walker wanted to leave the series voluntarily, or was there something else that happened?
I mean, yeah, something bad happened. Speaking of that, Kuminga's warming up on the other side, talking about bad
what do you mean?
Happening.
Speaking of that,
I was talking about speaking of bad things happening. It's like,
what did Kuminga do?
Yeah, hey man,
he's racing down Main Street. Oh my god!
No, dude, his family were racing to steal some food from the
what the fuck was up with
the room. That's the weirdest report I've had. That's the most like let's kill a guy's
I fucking hate
he's going out the door.
Sucks. Yeah.
It just literally makes no sense.
I remember I read it, and then it was like even Steph, like there was some comment from Steph, and he was like, "What the fuck? Don't listen to this."
Oh yeah, so I was just like, "What is happening right now?"
Yeah.
I'm watching the Hawks Magic game. I keep forgetting that Buddy Hield is on the Hawks. That's just another guy that just makes no sense.
Buddy Hield's on the Hawks? Did he get traded with?
Yeah, it was with Kuminga. Yeah, and we just never play Buddy Hield either.
No,
he literally just rides the bench.
I haven't been watching the Warriors, even though I like watching them, but they're 2-8, bro. They just
God, looking at this, man, the East is
they're a bit sad.
I mean, I feel like we're just such an inevitable Celtics Pistons matchup. It just kind of seems.
That's where it feels. As long as we can move on to talking about what's happened to the Pistons for a little bit. The Jonathan Kuminga apology form, I actually do want to sign that. I don't know ball. I have watched his games, so I don't know. The media has convinced me he didn't improve. I misread advanced statistics. I agree with that. Mercury probably in retrograde, and I was jealous. Agree with that.
I was jealous. I was jealous that he has that. I wish he still had that cool hair. I miss that hair.
It's a good Warriors hair. I don't know if he needs an ATL though.
The last ATL take I will have is just I want a CJ McCollum apology for him because CJ McCollum has been absolutely hooping for us. No. He's been one of the big reasons why we had this 9-game win streak. He's that solid veteran presence you need. What can I say, man? I'm a CJ.
I refuse to let it go that far. You guys have played the Nets, the Wizards, the Blazers, the Bucks, the 76ers. Bucks without Giannis, by the way. The 76ers, the Mavs, who suck cock. The Nets and the Bucks. This is your first real game in a minute.
You don't apologize for wins, all right, Austin?
No.
You don't apologize for wins.
At some point, 9 games is 9 games. But this is your first real test. And from watching it right now, where we're at, it's the first. ATL's up 13. So I don't know. And it's not. And the Magic are hot right now too. They're on a 7-game win streak themselves.
We're looking pretty darn good.
Good luck to you. But yeah, let's move on. We can talk about the Pistons for a little bit. I don't want to talk about them that much.
I would like to talk about the Pistons and just tell you one thing.
Okay.
Is this just the JV Bickerstaff experience? He gets teams to be really freaking good. They're the 1 seed, and then by the end of the year, his team all hate him. I mean, they like the players on his team just seem to hate his guts out of nowhere every year. Am I misreading the situation? It seems like it's like they're so good. They seem like they're playing well, and then there's some weird media shit that comes out every time. Maybe I'm getting NBA centelled again, as I always do. I think
you're getting centelled a little bit. Everything I always see, and maybe I'm falling for the Pistons propaganda. I don't think they dislike each other. I think they're just a very like last game, Jalen Duren kind of played like an asshole, just getting kind of all he wanted to do was alley-oops, couldn't get a offensive rebound to save his life, and that's like half of the reason he's in. So, everybody kind of dogged on him a little bit in the postgame. You could see it on the bench. But I don't know, bro. I don't think they hate JB. I don't think there's a hate for JB. I think there's a real love for him because it's not like he came in and was like, hey, this successful team, let me get it going. He turned this team around. He turned them into what they are. All the players really seem to have a trust for him and respect for him. I think what it comes down to is that he's just a very he gives a lot of players a short leash. Like Asar especially, just like he gets like one big mistake and he usually gets pulled. But I do want to talk about a little bit why.
Before we get away from that though, Cade Cunningham didn't get him a birthday gift. One of the big reasons why I'm asking this. So I just wanted to see if you saw that. It was some post game thing where it was like, are you going to give JB a gift? And he was like, nah, man, we're not going to do that. We got stuff to do. He's like, might give him a hug, pour some water on his head or something. He's like, he doesn't really want any gifts or anything. But yeah, it doesn't seem like, I think I did kind of look into that a little too much. But part of it is I hate to give you credit, but with Isaiah Stewart on the sideline, it seems like some things are falling to the wayside. I don't know, man. Isaiah Stewart, beef stew. Maybe he really is
I'm telling you, bro. 6 man of the year beef stew. He is, because he comes in and he's a second starting-ish level. He's undersized, but he would be a starting power forward on a lot of teams. And he is basically at the ability to be a starting center. And it works for bench rotation for him being undersized, because a lot of the starting centers are just undersized right now. He just brings life in. He's got a good hook shot. He randomly gets hot from three. He just does a lot of things that the team needs from the bench, and he just brings energy back in the game. Same with Paul Reed. I know every team has the 11th man that they can't get enough of. Paul Reed comes and generates some fucking momentum. That's what Beef Stew does as well. Yeah, and now Stu's out, and that just that sucks.
I do have good news for you. You are playing the Wizards in the next 2 games. So that's nice. It's really easy to get right playing the Wizards.
It's looking good.
Got Wizards, and then Golden State.
So 3 freebies, thank God.
Yeah, because
I do fear Steph torching them. They are bad at the perimeter.
I haven't seen Steph have a crazy game recently. I could see that being on ESPN, and then somehow it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he might blow him up. But yeah, what it really comes down to is I think the energy has been kind of bad lately. They've just kind of been in a funk, and if there's any time to have it hit, it's okay. I really just I don't think it's the biggest deal at this part of the season to let the foot off the gas a little bit, as long as they can get back up. It got posted.
Getting healthy. Just get healthy and get ready for the final. As long as you guys still keep that 1 seed, I think that is important. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's better to fall to 2 so you avoid the Hornets, man. I'm scared of these guys, dude. The Hornets are terrifying.
I don't think 1st to 2nd is the biggest deal, as long as they don't fall out of top 4.
I can't imagine. They won't.
They just won't.
Be statistic. It's hard to. It's just how bad
they are already locked for the playoffs. To my knowledge, they will.
With all the teams that are tanking as well, dude. It's just so easy to get wins right now.
They literally need 2 more wins and they're a 50-win team.
The Hawks have a 9-game win streak. We haven't done this since 2014, 2015.
Oh, wow. So but yeah, the nice part about the games is that the flaws haven't been through Cade. Cade has been playing very good through all this. He is still almost averaging 25 a night. But he is averaging 10.1 assists a night. He is the playmaker in the league right now, in my opinion. Although Jokic is kind of back.
KVP. Oh yeah, the Cade VP, baby. I need that.
Yeah.
That's my bet. My number one bet. I love you, Cade. Please win MVP.
Yeah. So far,
it's just me cheering for injuries, essentially.
Yeah.
Get injured guy in Denver. Get injured guy in OKC, and then it's assured for Cade.
Yeah. And then
actually, fuck
but that
Wemby.
means Spurs championship, so I don't want that. But yeah, what it really comes down to is Tobias has had some rough games. Duncan Robinson. If Duncan Robinson has a bad game, the Pistons are like so much worse. And Duncan Robinson's just had a really bad stretch, and it just kind of comes down to that. And then Duran's had a lot of good games, but his most recent game was just not great. Asar has been hurt. He's finally back, but
he just can't shoot.
He's not exactly a scorer.
But he can't defend his ass off, man. And he's gonna have a
best perimeter
fun playoff. He's gonna have a fun playoff series or playoffs, just dogging on some guys, especially once it gets like real physical and like. I mean, I hate that it is a real thing, but the way they call the games in the playoffs is so much looser. So he's gonna be able to really. I think
that's such an upside for the Pistons, and I think that's
it's massive for you guys.
I think for everything that people talk about with like, the Pistons won't be able to shoot, like they're just going to get exposed hard in the playoffs. Maybe, but also their defense is going to be way better because they already play a playoff style. And some nights you can see where the whistle gets kind of like heavier, like just like lighter whistle, like not as many come out, and they look crazy on defense. They look insane. It's the same thing they changed for the Thunder, where last year it went from like, Shea's this offensive unit to like, wait, is all of the Thunder really good at defense? And like, yeah, they kind of are in the playoff form. And Shea will probably slow down again just because that's how the playoffs work. He's not as much a playoff riser. It's just like, he's still going to get 20. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, it is wild that it's just like, Shea only had like 26 tonight. It was kind of an off night, like he's just
Shea did have an off night. Do we want to move into Shea? I'm good on the Pistons unless you want to talk more about him.
I mean, I wish Kevin Huerter was better for you guys because I love Kevin Huerter.
He's getting there. I'm a believer in him.
I love the big hurt, dude.
He's been very limited on minutes so far, but his minutes are rising. He is now getting a little more points per game. He's gotten up to 6. The problem for him is he just doesn't get the ball a lot. And honestly, he kind of shouldn't. And it's okay.
As long as he hits threes, that's all he's.
As long as he hits threes, he'll miss a 3 and then just get pulled. And that's just how.
Do you think you guys should just cut Karis LeVert before the playoffs just to get him off the team?
Yes, I do.
I don't understand why he's so bad because he's like.
I would rather.
He's been so good, dude. It's so weird. He's been so good.
I don't care. Welcome to the light. And you know what? It's literally just a problem of he is the only secondary ball handler. It's the Winston Churchill quote. Karis LeVert is the absolute worst form of a basketball player, except for all the other ones. He is a terror. I hate him. I hate him so much. And then when he's out, it's like, oh my God, please get Cade back in.
Would you say you have to Karis LeVert your eyes?
Careless
LeVert your eyes away from this
careless
stinky basketball player.
Yeah, he just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to talk. I've said my piece on him.
Pistons down, Hawks up. Things are going well.
The world's fucked up.
I'll do the 30-second Spurs second for Kane. They're good at basketball. Who cares? Whatever.
Luke Cornett's a fat piece of shit.
Wemby cries over wins in the regular season, dude. That's such a French thing to do. European stuff. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Luke Cornett. Boo this man.
Boo him. He sucks. He's a piece of shit.
If you see him at a Waffle House, boo this man, dude. I don't know why he'd be at a Waffle House. He's not a Waffle House guy. He wouldn't be welcome in Waffle Houses. Yeah, but if you do see him, just boo him. All right, that's the Spurs 30 seconds. They're really painfully good, and they're so young, and they're going to be good for a long time, and it sucks.
No, I hate them. I hate them, and I hope they die.
I mean, my cousin is one of my favorite people in the world, but when it comes to basketball, I love Chet. Chet's the only thing standing in the way of Kane having multiple championships. And it's just Wemby bullying Chet. Wemby is just bullying Chet. Anytime he sees him, I'm like, is he just going to punch him? Like he hates Chet more than anybody hates Chet. You guys think you guys hate Chet. He hates Chet, man.
Despises Chet. And
it's like, I don't think Chet's ever said anything about him or done anything, but he just fucking hates Chet, dude. And I love it. It's so fun.
It's funny. So, yeah, let's move on, though. We have some records to talk about. The Bam game! Oh my God. It was actually a lot of fun to watch. I watched the last quarter live, and then I went back and watched the full game. You know what? I will cop to this, is that was the last 10 minutes a little corny to get him the record? Yes. Was it still fun to watch? I think so.
Look, man.
The first 74 points,
dude.
The first 74 points was phenomenal basketball. He fucking killed.
And they were like, they weren't just like bullshit fouls, bless you. He had like real fouls, you know, like actual, like he was getting like he was hitting some crazy shots. And I think we all forget how good of a basketball player Bam is. But I will say, I think I could go down a list of about, I don't know, I would have gotten to about 40 or so players before I said Bam Adebayo's name as far as breaking this record.
Let's get to break the modern scoring record.
There'd be two guys on his own team, I think, that I would probably take over him, like Norm Powell and Tyler Hero. I would have.
I'm not putting Tyler. I'm not putting basketball Eminem in there. Fuck Tyler Hero.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, he is probably one of the crazier people to break it, and I think it wouldn't be this big of a, like, because there's obviously been a big dialogue online about it, and whether it's fake, whether it's real, whether it's this, whether it's that, but like the only reason why it's coming up is just people forget how fucking crazy Kobe fans are, and this is one of their last stands that they're having where they're coming out of like Kobe fans are fucking insane.
This is kind of this was like Kobe's thing, like for all that he did, this was Kobe's thing. And I do understand from the point of like, this is a player I like. I don't really have respect for Kobe. I think this is something I've never hidden. I don't like him. Even if we're just talking about him as a player, he's like a bad dude. Like he just sucks. He seems like he was an absolute fucking hell of a person to play around too. So
I'm going on record. Kobe fans don't come after me. I think he's okay.
No,
just putting that out there. Go after Austin.
No, come after that guy. And I'll literally, all I will do is say dead rapist, dead rapist, dead rapist. I don't care. I don't like it. Bam would have died in a helicopter crash way better.
Ooh. Man, we're getting spicy.
So my thing on this.
I respect it, dude.
My thing on this is I think the Heat took the situation that was given to them very well. I am all for a coach being like, hey, you're like 10 out. Run it. Go get it. Like, let your player go break the record, dude.
Well, dude, I 1000% agree. It's just like, also, if you see that and you're a player, you're like, man, would be cool to play with Derek Spoelstra. You just actually let him do that, you know? Mm-hmm. I also think it's like funny that people are getting so mad that they did that. Like, Kobe took every single shot in the last 6 minutes of the game he played. Wilt Chamberlain, I think, took
they fed it to him.
75 shots
Wilt
or something.
Had the exact same. Wilt had the exact same game.
The only way to actually do this in an NBA game is to do some fuck shit. There is no way to naturally score this many points. It just doesn't.
Because what it comes down to is, with the conversation online has been like, why would Bam play this way? Why would the Heat play this way? Because the Wizards are going to play a different way, and that's how it's always going to be. Both teams change their mindset. Like the atmosphere of the game changes from, we have to win this basketball game. We can't lose right now. It's, we can't have this record done on us. We fuck winning. We're not getting it anyways. Stop him at all costs.
Everybody always remembers Jalen Rose, dude. Everybody remembers Jalen Rose for getting scored on by Kobe. I mean, there's a bunch of things he's remembered for, but that's also one of them. Like, there's this funny ass commercial where, like, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Jalen Rose walks in and Kobe Bryant's sitting at a table, and then like the waitress comes up. He's like, yeah, let me get a cocktail. It's like, how many do you want? He's like, 83 of them. And she's like, seriously? He's like, nah, I'm just messing with this guy, you know?
81.
Like, yeah, or 81, sorry. 83.
There's like a better record.
No, I know. And the one thing I will say in Kobe's credit, just to like do a little bit of like, just to do a little bit of things, is Kobe did score it at a time when the average score of the games was like 88 to 86, you know? And like, obviously when Wilt did it, the average scores were pretty high. And then now when like Bam did it, it's pretty high. So I will give him a little bit of credit, just being like, I do think was a lot harder to do it back then than it was now.
I think
in a way.
I think it's fair to say that Kobe's record is still like probably more impressive in a way, just for plenty of extraneous reasons. situations that are not within Bam's control, and it doesn't matter because Bam said, "I'm going to score more," and he did it. And at the end of the day,
Kobe would have been pumped if Bam broke the record, dude. He wouldn't have been sitting there like he would have been like, I don't like this. He's like, oh, Bam's a dog who plays for USA team basketball. Like,
to me, this is a definite moment of records were made to be broken because it's like fun. Like, that's an exciting thing. If anything, what I hope this does is like give us kind of a push for it, because it felt like the 81, because it was Kobe, is a little sacred, and now it's like, well, it's Bam and nobody even likes the game. So what if I got 85? You know what I mean? Like, maybe
I could see this, like opening the door, kind of like when that one dude like ran the first like 4-minute mile or whatever, and then suddenly like everybody did or something. You know,
it's like wait, this is possible.
Yeah. When things are broken, I kind of like that take.
He kind of
like that. My favorite thing is just everybody making fun of Tatum online as well. It's like, do you think Tatum fell to his knees in his house when the record was broken and just started breaking down, crying, you know, and just like looked at his phone and just looked at the Kobe text, you know, like, I'm doing this for you, 2-4, like.
Tatum goes to get 81 and he does stop.
Dude. Yeah, somebody has to like, oh my God, he would stop, dude.
He would stop at 80.
Like gets to the free throw line and just like purposely misses it and then like points at the sky, you know, and it's just like, oh, you loser, dude. I don't know why he's such a cornball, but he's one of the biggest cornballs of all time.
Because he's talented enough that it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, he tries so hard to have his like moment and stuff and his emotes and shit. And it's just like, dude, just play basketball. Yeah. Like, you don't need to let it come naturally.
Shit, man. But I think it's really impressive. I have no problem with it. He played the game that was given to him and got 83 points. It's one of the most impressive things I've watched. Anybody telling you otherwise, get the apology form out. They don't watch basketball. They didn't watch the full game. Yeah. Mercury was probably in retrograde. Like, it's not real.
They were missing Andrew Wiggins, Norm Powell, and Tyler Hero. Like, they were missing
this
3 or 4 starters,
you
know? Yeah, like they're who else was going to fucking score the ball? Like, there's a guy out there that I was just like, who the hell even is that? Like, I was reading the box score and it was just like,
could have been Hawkes. Maybe a little Jaime Hawkes, 80-point game. Yeah. Come on.
Jaime Hawkes, man.
I like him.
What a strange. I do like him, man. He's UCLA.
He's solid. But yeah, I mean, that's about all I have to say for it. I think people are really weird about it online. I think you're right. And I think
Bam's a cool dude.
Bam rocks. Yeah,
he's
Bam
like someone that like everybody can kind of cheer for in the NBA. Like nobody's like, I've never really heard anybody be like, man, fuck Bam Adebayo. Like there's nobody that's like doesn't really fuck with him. So, like, I've never. I do want to meet like the one guy out there. It's like, man, I hate Bam. Yeah, now there's a million Bam haters.
Yeah, now there's a million
people. Every Bam hater is just a Kobe fan. That's it.
Probably. I think what it comes down to for me is like, it's just it was fun. It was fun to watch. It was a weird game. It was a lot of good. It was a good time, and that's like what sports are to me. It's like fun, and it's fine. We can move on because there is. I'm not gonna say a more impressive record because if it wasn't hard to break it, then somebody would have gotten it in the last 20 years, kind of thing. But there's a 63-year record.
That picture of Bam was just
crazy. Yeah, I don't like it.
He looks
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 100. I believe he's on 127 now, or 128. I don't know. The record's still counting. 20-point games in a row. I believe this is for the regular season only, to my memory. So I don't know if that's like just something that hadn't happened in the playoffs, but whatever. Fuck it. That's however the NBA does records. It seems silly to me. Anyways, Shai is the best player in the world right now. I think
because Jokic hasn't been playing as well this year because he's the obvious answer. But like at the end of the day, Shai is just doing shit that's like he just keeps winning. And yes, that team is really good, but part of the reason why that team is so good is because they have the best player in basketball. Like it makes it a lot easier. I have a weird thing about this record though. For some reason, I thought it would be more games. I don't know why. I saw 127 and I was like, it just seems like
that's someone else than 2 seasons.
Yeah, like I don't know why. I just felt like that just seems weird to me. Like
because
it seems
it's like so fucking impossible to be this consistent.
Like I'm just shocked like Jordan or Kobe didn't do it. You know, it just seems like some bullshit stat that they would have had or gone for. Like obviously Wilt had it because Wilt has every scoring stat, but
yeah, it's not just that they don't have it; they're not even close. Like they're just not.
What's the other streaks? Dude,
let me see.
I've actually never.
It's a lot of Wilt.
I was about to say,
20-point game
yeah,
streak.
Wilt's got to have. That was another thing when you looked on the top 10 scores of all time, a single game. It was like Wilt had 6 of the top 10, I believe, 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah,
it's just so
I think
much
it
better
was
scoring.
7. It's hilarious. I'm looking. I guess Basketball Reference doesn't have that as a stat. Let me see. Does ESPN have it? Surely. People have been posting about this shit, but now I just like can't find it. I guess it happened.
It's one of those weird ones. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really impressive. He's incredibly talented. They're probably going to win the championship again.
Here you go.
He might win the MVP again.
So 127 is what Shea hit. I believe he's at 128 now. Then Wilt at 126. Then Wilt at 92. And those were back to back pretty much. It was his first one was 61 to 63, and then his second run was 62 to 64. So it might have literally been like a 1 or 2 game off pace. But J-Man, still crazy. He just had one off night, you know what I mean? And then Oscar Robertson, 63 to 64, which does track. It's 79 games, not even a full season. And then KD, 2015 to 2016, and then Michael Jordan. They were both at 72 games. So the only players that have ever scored 20 points a night for more than a full NBA season are Wilt and Shea. And Shea may literally do it for the entirety of this season, is what it's looking like.
I can't imagine him stopping, you know?
He got close, but he still got the 20 and locked up the game pretty much. So,
yeah, he's getting into some rarefied air, man. I mean, if they win the championship this year and he locks up this MVP, and you're sitting there and he's got 2 championships, 2 MVPs, I mean, that would be, he'd probably have a couple All-NBAs at this point as well. And obviously, he's got a lot left in his career. I mean, you're starting to think of them as like, whoa, now hold on a second. Like,
I think if he gets his second MVP this year, it's like already okay, we need to talk. Is he a top 10 player? No, not yet. Not
is he
there.
Jumping into top 20? I mean,
is he top 20?
Who is he knocking out? Like, it's really interesting. Like, at some point, you have to have the conversation. Like, I mean, I think he's probably going to have a better career than Giannis, which is crazy to say. And, like, even just saying that out loud sounds insane. But, like,
I think so.
Just the way things are shaping up, like, it's so hard to win multiple championships. And I think people don't understand that.
Especially
like,
right now.
Every time someone wins a championship, you're like, oh, surely they'll get another one. Like, there's a good chance the Celtics only get that one championship. You know, like, there's a really good chance that Jokic only gets that one championship in Denver. It happens so often now that, like, dynasties just, like, really since the Warriors, they're just not happening anymore because it's so much harder with the cap and the way the league is set up. It's just
the last
fucking difficult.
7 years haven't had a repeat champion.
Yeah, which is insane because the NBA used to always be like repeats, and it would always be like you knew who basically was going to be playing in the championship before the season started.
I think we should kind of put a little asterisk in there with the Warriors since it was kind of the same core-ish that started the run, but you know, bro. There aren't dynasties anymore. Nobody feels that consistently. Like, the top teams are still the top teams. But if it was easy, somebody would repeat by now. And the Pacers almost won, you know?
Yeah.
And okay. Also, I don't think the Pacers are coming back. Is that a hot take? I think the Pacers had their Cinderella run, and that's going to be it.
Ooh, I think it depends what draft pick they get. These top 3 kids are so freaky, man. If they came in with a healthy Halliburton, and you get one of these 3 kids, like, sheesh, that could be really scary.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But it feels like they're definitely tanking, but there's been games where it looks like they're trying and they just can't get shit done. And maybe they've just not been healthy. But I don't know, man. We'll see. But yeah, back to the Shea side. I think he's pretty much locked MVP. Because of it being a narrative thing as well. I think this is the MVP moment. He got
KVP.
I wish, but Cade is a great playmaker. He's a very good defender. Shea is such a inarguably efficient scorer. He literally doesn't have to be a traditionally good playmaker in the same way that Jokic's gravity is insane. Shea draws 2 defenders every time he walks up. If he gets within the perimeter, if he gets within the 3-point line, he has a second man on him almost every time. And he is so like in the way that De'Aaron Fox is fast, you know what I mean? Like that's like his thing. Like people know him, he's a very fast player and everything. Shea's acceleration from 0. Shea's like acceleration and deceleration, it might be the best in the league right now. And I hope that's something he can hold on to. And I don't know how that's going to translate for later. And that's going to be what really decides on his like long-standing legacy.
God, he's minus 800. That's absurd.
To win it? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Is that even shocking?
I guess it's literally if he just misses enough games due to injury is the only way he could not get it at this point.
It's like the only way. Because Jokic is, he can't miss that many more. And when Jokic felt like he came back early and did not look very good. Wemby, like, he missed a lot of games and he came back as a 6th man for a while. That's just not MVP combo.
No, I'm hoping. I just need a bunch of like short-term injuries to all these players because I want that money. I want them to be healthy in the playoffs. But yeah. I want Cade to win. I'm a Cade VP, baby. Come on.
And I think from the East, Cade has the best shot to get in.
Hawks are whooping that ass. Up 16. Come on, dude.
Damn, bro. What other games are on right now? We got Phoenix and Boston. I bet that's a good game. Yep, they're even right now. Portland and Brooklyn. That's the worst game of the night. 30-12. Good God. 32-12. And then Golden State to Washington. All right, built ass.
I cannot wait for Golden State Hawks. You know Kuminga is going to try and do way too much that game, and it's either going to be awesome or hilarious.
The whole family's going to come out. They're going to steal all the food.
Like I'm expecting either Kuminga 30-point, 10 rebound, like 6 assist game, or Kuminga tries to get a 30-point, 10 rebound, 6 assist game, and he ends up with like 7, 3, and 1, and it's just an off.
I think it should be the green light. Kuminga for 84. I think they get him.
Let the come man eat, dude. Come on, dude.
Let him get it. Let the cum bucket rock.
Let the cum bucket overfloweth with. No, that didn't sound good. Never mind. I take it back.
That's okay. That's okay. We can move on. It's fucked up. I think the conversation to have though is what would it take for Shea to not get the MVP this year? That I truly believe that's where we're at. He's so good, and it's just injury, right? Like he just would have to be hurt.
They just sit him because they're so far ahead, and maybe they just run a rest him.
Yeah, but now the problem is that the 20-point game thing is like real. It's in the same way of like, hey, Braun's gonna be out until he gets his 10.
Well, didn't Shea miss some games earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
So then the 20-point game thing doesn't matter if you miss a game. It sounds like.
No, it doesn't. In the same way that the 10-point streak for Braun doesn't matter. You know.
Nope. Braun is still going.
But that's my point. If Shea's in a game, he is not going to have a bad one because they're going to let him get 20 at this point.
What is the playoff picture right now for the West? I'm curious.
So I have one question for you. What is your first team All-NBA this year? Well, I think it's hard.
I think I lost. You still hear me?
Hello? We hear you.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Hello,
I somehow lost a little bit there. What'd you say? Sorry.
What is your first team All-NBA this year? There's some obvious picks like Joker, Shea. I agree. I'm biased. I want Cade in there. Wemby should probably be in there as well. He's just like such a clear game changer. Kawhi. Kawhi over Doncic? Like, does that even make sense?
Good, dude. What are they, like 28-12 right now or something? Since the Clippers,
since the Chris Paul removal.
Yeah, since they got rid of that cancer Chris Paul.
Since they got rid of that monster.
Yeah.
I don't know how to check that per se because I don't really know. I mean, they're a positive win rate team, and I will tell you confidently, they were not that at the beginning of the year. They looked like shit when the season started. And now they're like, oh yeah, the Clippers are like a threat. They're like scary.
Is Kawhi going to play enough games to qualify for
it? I think so.
He will.
I believe so. He's played this year. He's playing like he needs a contract this year. I'm going to keep it a buck. He's played 53 games this year.
So what's the threshold? 65? 67?
65. So he needs 12 more. He is out right now. Yikes! Never mind. He's terrible. He's not getting shit. All right, it's Luka. I lied. And it probably should be Luka.
He's just gonna. He's just so fucking popular too. I mean, like they like
Luka. Yeah, he's a Laker. You know?
It's gonna be ridiculous when you look up and it's like Luka Doncic is gonna have the most All NBA teams like ever, first teams, because he has so many, dude. It's really bizarre. Like he has way more than Steph, way more than like some other players. Like it's pretty shocking how many first teams he has already.
And it's crazy how many first teams he's got, and he's just not gonna win a championship ever. And that's sad.
Yeah, I mean, if he learns how to stop being a pouty little bitch who can, hit the weight room, Luka. Sorry, man. You're a professional athlete.
He is strong. That's the crazy part. And it's like it's such a shame that he's just like weird about being on defense.
He just gets tired at the end of games and he complains so much, dude. Like he does bitches and moans so
I saw a thing that made me really like a thing that really made me question like offensive advanced stats and metrics are actually pretty good in my opinion. They're generally a solid thing you can trust. Or without like going too far into being able to create your own narrative off of numbers, right? Defensive metrics suck. None of them are good. It's like unfathomable. Like all the defensive metrics point to Kawhi being one of the worst defenders of the year, points to Luka being a middling to good defender almost. And just like that doesn't pass the eye test at all that Kawhi is a worse defender than Luka by a lot this year. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird?
Yeah. It is a little strange that it's like, I don't know. I hate defensive metrics. They don't stats work. In general are kind of, I don't know. I like them to an extent. I like them when they make sense for my argument, but otherwise I just like don't use them.
But that's like what the core of an issue of like talking about statistics is you can always cherry pick a stat and it's fine. But at some point when enough stats, it's what is it? There's a piece of shit Jeff Bezos quote, but I do agree with it of like, you can listen to the numbers, but the anecdote is more important. When the anecdote and the stats line up, then it makes sense. But when the stats and the anecdotal evidence don't line up, your numbers aren't wrong, but you might be looking at them wrong. And that's how I feel about the defensive metrics. It's like Wemby's defensive field goal percentage isn't actually that good. Like all things considered for how people talk about them. And that's because people don't fucking shoot on him unless they have a solid, easier shot. People just don't take it. Like, if you look at the metrics, it's like Beef Stew is the fucking greatest defensive mastermind of the season so far. And he is very good, but he's a six man, and he's clearly not better than Wemby, right? But it's fun for my argument to be like, Beef Stew has the best defensive field goal percentage in the league, and it's not close. It's like entertaining to say, but versus Luka.
I see what your point. Yeah.
It's versus Luka too. Where I wonder if I don't know how the stat is tracked, and I need to look into this. I wonder if him not making it back on defense in time is a positive for his percentages. Where because he's not even there to defend a field goal, and he'll like just be in half court, like just like getting up or getting slow back to defense, it doesn't count against him.
I wonder if I'd have to look into. I want to say it's something to do with like how close you are to the guy you're supposed to be defending can be a thing, like proximity. I can't remember.
And sometimes, and a lot of the problem for him defensively is sometimes he's just not there.
No, he's never there. He's talking to the ref.
He's talking to the ref. He's chatting shit.
Yeah, he's got to hit a quick complaint about how he deserves every call and how this league is unfair. I don't know. Get Austin Reeves out of there. Let LeBron and Luka just fight over each other. I want to see him play somewhere where he can have the ball in his hands more. He's so freaking good. He's so fun to watch.
Curious about. Yeah, I've totally changed my opinion on AR this year, bro.
He's awesome, and dude. Like, he's so much fun.
I'm so biased because I hate the Lakers. I hate the conversations around them. They're so annoying. But it's like, dude, yeah, AR's good. I was wrong. I was being a hater. Mercury was in retrograde. I'll sign the apology form. AR is a solid player. Do I think he'd be the best player on any team? No, I still don't. But as a second option, he is lethal.
Yeah, I'd love to see him somewhere else, like Atlanta. But I don't think it would ever happen. Yeah, he's also on one of the most like crazy deals in all the sport right now. You just can't.
Yeah, but that changes.
from that contract. It's
that
pretty
changes.
wild.
I think this is the end. So
Is it?
I think, yeah, I believe so. I think it's either this year is the last one or it's next year.
Yeah, I think they've got him for one more year, I want to say.
Okay. But he's gonna get paid.
Speaking of all NBA talk, do you think it's possible Jalen sneaks onto that third team? Is there going to be enough people that don't?
I think he got hot at a time where there wasn't a lot of conversation in the league. So people are talking about him. They're on a 9-game win streak. He's still, I don't think he's going to average a triple-double because his assists aren't that high, right? But he's
damn close. It's like 28 and 8 or something, I think.
I
mean, he's second. Good. I mean, he's first in the league in MVPs if you don't count Nikola Jokic, of course.
He's 23, 10. You mean triple doubles?
Yeah.
Sorry, you said MVPs. No, it's okay. Yeah, he's first in the league in MVPs. He's solid.
Yeah, first in the league in triple doubles, other than Nikola Jokic, of course.
Yep.
That's the new
thing. And he is the rebounds feel a little empty to me at times. Just because like nobody else.
They let him get the rebound because he's able to immediately.
He's calling in the right spot though. I mean, at some point,
and he's also like immediately able to start the break. Is part of our strategy is just getting out on the run, and if he gets the rebound already, then like doesn't have to pass on the ball, and that doesn't take up any time because we want to run.
Like, he's not like forcing offensive rebounds to get them. You know, like he's getting 9 defensive rebounds a game. Is pretty much what it is. I'm just looking at it right now.
Yeah, he doesn't really get a lot of. We don't really get a lot of O boards in general. We're a bit of a shorter team.
Who do you think your leader is for O boards on average?
Yeah, it's going to be someone silly. Probably like Dyson, I think.
He's tied. Who? With who?
NAW? Who is it?
The bucket. The
no way, dude.
It is Kuminga. They're both at 2.3. She's very low, but I think I'm just spoiled by the Pistons. I think they're into like fucking $1 billion. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
But that's the Pistons thing. So it's fine.
I'm trying to think. Is there any other interesting All NBA? Like, I wonder, is like Devin Booker gonna make it? Is like there's a bunch of interesting players.
I don't think he's gonna play enough games. I don't think Booker has enough games.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are gonna just completely miss the
under.
Wow,
I get scammed.
Nikelly Alexander Walker. I'm sorry, it's a little bit of a side.
You gotta call him Nikhil. I have foot down.
I know. I just like saying it the other way. Nah has 24 points at halftime right now, dude. Like,
Nah is the best free agent signing this year.
It's not even close, and
I don't think it's close.
He is now the best contract in the NBA.
I mean,
like it's absurd.
I'm so unbelievably sad that he didn't go to the Pistons, and I remember saying in the offseason, I was like, "Fuck, dude, Na's gonna be so good this year."
Dude, we might have 70 in the first half. We're beating the hell out of these guys.
I think Jalen Johnson is probably gonna end up getting. I think the most improved race is Jalen Johnson versus Jalen Duren right now. I think it should be Na. Like it should be. He went from being a non-starting player, like he started like 12 games last year or some shit, and like got 10 points or something, and now he's like averaging 20, and he's starting every game, and he's like a solid impact, great plus minus. I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah, like he played his way out of 6-man because he was too good and started all the time. You know, like it's I don't know, man. I'm really excited about this team. We're having fun again, and Ricochet is just on the bench, which is weird, but I think it's just for the best. I'm not giving up on the kid. He's only 19 or 20 years old, but it seems like he's giving up on himself.
I think he just needs some development.
He's been playing with some more fire recently, so it's nice.
That's good.
But
every once in a while, I'll see a good game out of him, but it is just a problem of like he doesn't feel close yet.
So I also have a question, all NBA wise. I think there's going to be 4 Jalens in all NBA teams this year,
and 1 Paolo.
Maybe. I mean, when you look at it, you're definitely gonna have. I'd imagine Jalen Brunson's 1,000% gonna get an all.
Brunson's gonna make it. Duren's gonna not make it.
No, I think Duren will make it. I think Duren will make it. They got to put big guys in there. I know they don't. They say it's positionless, but they always find a way to like. I bet it'll be third team. I could see there being the Jalen Johnson and Jalen.
Jokic is the main big guy. Would you put Duren in over Jalen Johnson? He's on the better team, but like
I could see them both just making the third team just because of like people not playing enough games.
Are we not factoring in the West? Who are you forgetting on the West? I put them in over Cat if we're talking about like big men.
No, that's what I'm saying. Cat. They'll probably put Katie in there. I mean, is Sengun going to make it over those two? I would argue that those two have better seasons than Sengun. No. Sengun has become hated this year, and it cracks me up. I love it.
It's funny, too.
It's weird. The Rockets went from being like this fun young team that everybody likes to just now it's just like, yuck. We don't
Vampire
like
of Joy,
anymore.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant truly just completely destroys stuff. I want to see him go to the Wizards so bad. I want Trey Anthony.
The Wizards are going to be fun next year. No, don't let that happen.
I want that. I want it so bad for the Wizards to trade all their young talent and their picks to get this old ass KD.
What if they trade Trey and AD and get KD? The ultimate.
That just blew my fan fiction. Just blew my brains.
Oh, dude, it'd be awesome. Happening? Because what do the Rockets need? A playmaker.
I do have one thing that we definitely need to bring up. I don't know if we're done with some All NBA talk. I kind of trying to think.
Yeah, I think we're about done with the NBA.
Yeah, I think. No, the big one is just looks like we're gonna have 2 more teams. They're voting on it they're voting on it very soon here, but it's got to be 23 of the 30 people.
The expansion won't be for a while.
But Seattle and Las Vegas, thank God Seattle. They deserve a team so bad. They are such a fun city and fan base. Dude, no, like their stadium gets so loud. I miss the Supersonics. They were awesome. The jerseys are sweet. I hope KD
can go back. He needs to be.
Dude. I mean, I feel like now I know when James Harden will retire, and it will be whenever that Las Vegas team, he has to play the first season there. Like James Harden has to be on that Vegas team.
He needs to be there.
It has to be contractually, like whoever buys that team just knows that for at least 1 year, even if he retires, you have to bring him out of retirement.
Just so they can put his number in the rafters. I think
it has to be, dude.
The Vegas strippers.
Exactly. Just number of strippers in 1 year. And it's just James Harden, a record that can't be broken.
And he puts up Chamberlain numbers, just the club. But
I think it'll be interesting having I think it's going to be awesome.
I think it'd be cool to have an expansion team.
I do think it's a little weird because the NBA already seems to have some pretty bad teams at the bottom, and it seems like I don't know if adding 2 more teams is going to spread the wealth more and make the league better, or if it's just going to be there's 2 more shitty teams to beat up on. Too diluted. Is this going to make it? I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this affects like OKC, for example. That would mean that probably like Jalen Williams or Chet would go to another team. It seems like, with there just being more money around and someone is going to be able to offer like I think you're going to see for the first 2 or 3 years when those teams are in, some people get some crazy contracts. To convince them to stay. I also wonder if when they do like an expansion draft, is it going to be similar to how
Reeves type of team?
Yeah. Like, is it going to be similar to how like hockey did it a couple of years ago, where like you could protect, I think like 4 players on your team, but otherwise everyone else is up for grabs. Like, I wonder if they're going to do it like
the
that.
The NBA will do more than 4. I'd be pretty shocked if they.
Yeah, I think. I mean, but then like traditionally, you can keep all 5-year starters and then just like.
Traditionally, I think it's 6. But I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I wonder, because that would also be a really fun game for me, you, and Kane to play if we had to draft.
I want to do that.
Draft the teams out of let's just say that there's 6 players that we can protect on every team. We have to agree on the 6 players we can protect, and then also if we drafted 2 teams out of that, could we find a team that would even make the playoffs? I think it would be tough, but I think we could do it.
I don't know about make it out of the playoffs. I think that'd be
make the playoffs. Just maybe the 8th or 7th seed. Like make it out of the play-in.
I think we could do it. For the chance to win.
I think we could do it. I think we could build a roster.
I think so. I think there's enough talent in the league right now that it's not like it was 20 years ago, 25 years ago with the last expansion.
And then the other rule would have to be you could only draft 1 guy off of each team. So once you draft a guy off of the team, they can't be drafted to another team. Or you can't draft another player from the team. Otherwise, I would just take OKC's bench. Yeah.
I want Alex Caruso, Jared McCain. Prime Jared McCain, too. Yeah. Which, shockingly, dude. All right, never mind. I wasn't done with the NBA. Jared McCain is like the dumbest thing
love Jared McCain, dude. Awesome. How did they get him?
I cannot fucking believe the 76ers said, don't worry, Jared McCain. We'll get you your title. The fuck out of here. How the fuck Dude, he's so
They were
good.
like, you know what? We're good. We have enough. Like, dude, you can never have enough good guards. Like, you can never have enough good players. He's on a fair contract.
And
like,
then Daryl Morey's like, we sold high. What a dick. What an idiot dumbass.
Daryl Morey just makes me so angry because he's so fucking smug, and he hasn't done anything good since like Houston, and that was borderline 10 years ago at this point. Like literally 10 years ago. So I don't know. Dude. I'm trying to think if there's any funny things left in the NBA that I've saw.
Yeah, the F1 season has started. You're right, and it's and I do want to talk about it a little bit. It's been a lot of fun. The new regulations are a lot of fun, except Cadillac's really bad, which I think anybody who knew the sport knew that was going to happen. They're in a better spot than I thought they'd be.
But we like them.
I like them. I'm not in love with Checo. I don't really like him as a driver. He's probably like a good dude, even though his dad has like direct connections with the cartel. But
whoa,
I'm sure Checo's a fun person.
need to do some research into that. That's did not know that.
His dad's cartel connections, or family's cartel connection. It might be his uncle. Now that I've said it aloud, so bear with me. I know for a fact there was some. It's like a almost undeniable fact. His cartel connections are why he got money, which led him into the series to some degree. Like it helped fund his early racing career. And like plenty of these guys have dirty money. Like Lance Stroll, the Aston Martin guy, his dad, Lawrence Stroll, almost certainly is an Epstein Island guy. Like he's a bad fucking dude. He's not a good person.
Man, dude, you're on Allegation City today. I love it.
This isn't an allegation. He's in the files. This is like guaranteed locked. Like this is a fact.
Don't come for me, Mr. Stoll. Go for that guy.
Yeah, come for me.
Be the best thing that ever happened to our podcast.
Be fucking awesome. I'm switching to F1 immediately. and I'd burn my Aston Martin shirt right here. I like Aston Martin, but they're really bad. But yeah, right now the season just started. It's really exciting. If there's a time you want to get into F1 because you've seen the movie or you've seen Drive to Survive and you're like, it's kind of boring. This is a good season. The racing is really good. Are the regs perfect? Not really. There's a lot of problems. Like,
what about the canceled races? That's not great.
Are we going to talk about the Iran war on this podcast? Are you sure? I have opinions. We can talk about the Strait of Hormuz. Can they go around the bombs?
I mean, that would be.
This isn't even the first time this has happened.
Yeah, that would be the most electric race ever. Are those are those back-to-back races, or are they like?
Yeah, they were.
The calendar?
So there's a month break.
Oh, so they're not even going to reschedule anything. They're just, I guess you can't.
No, they can't.
The way the cities are set up and everything, you have to like get all the permits changed. And that'd be a disaster.
A big conversation for the problems with F1 being like efficient is the way they order the schedule. They kind of bounce around the world a lot. Like there's not an American like than a European like than a Middle Eastern like. It's a couple races in the Middle East, and then a couple races here, and then a couple races here, and they go back and forth, and then they go to Africa. There's a lot of annoying bits about it. What it comes down to, though, is shipping a car by boat is like an 8-month thing. You can't just... They can't just move this shit. And they do fly them by plane from time to time, but they prefer to not. Like, that sucks. That's a huge amount of power and energy, and it just blows when transcontinental shipping is, like, just better. And they have the chassis for the year most of the time. So it's just like you can't reschedule it. The season has started, and then it's like, all right, everybody already bought tickets. We have these guys contracted for this day. There's a TV contract. There's way too much in the way. It's not like, it's not like basketball where the NBA says, hey, these are kind of like our stadiums to use, and we allow other people's to like take these rights. Like we can kind of veto like certain things, you know what I mean? Because like the money's so good or whatever it is, or like, all right, well, we can just like have this happen on a Wednesday and we can pick it up. You know what I mean? Like the race is like, there's a bunch of support races. So there's Formula 2, Formula 3 from time to time, Formula Academy. There's the Porsche Cup, the Miata Cup. It's a 4-day event, if not longer. So it's just impossible.
So my last question would be, because I am curious, with that month off, does that mean that people are going to really be able to upgrade their cars in that month? Like, is that just going to be like a fucking like, as it's happened obviously in the past, but is that really going to affect like Because when does that come in the season? Is that like early in the season? Is that late in the season? Or is that
a couple times? So there's like 3 periods. Typically there's a European break where a lot of people come in with a bunch of upgrades. There is a pretty important budget cap for F1. And people nobody really knows where people sit on the budget caps this year. If some people are like have madly gotten close to the cap already, or some people are kind of close. Like these cars they've been working on for 2 years at this point, right? And previous caps have gone to this regulation of car to try and prepare. And then there's new teams. It's very hard to shake out. The prevailing theory is that a lot of teams some teams like Mercedes has basically said, hey, engineers, go home to your family. Like it's okay. We're ahead. We would prefer you guys just rest. I think Ferrari's talked about doing the same thing. Ferrari, to them, it's very important to keep, to my knowledge, Ferrari has a pretty good retention for staff because they hire mainly Italian. And so like, it's kind of part of the culture there. Some of the other teams are less good about it, but as for the top teams, they can get away with just like not doing as much. I think they're going to do that, but still a lot of weeks to be upgrading the car and a lot of stuff to be changing. The Red Bull is apparently like 20 to 30 pounds overweight, which is a lot for F1. I don't know, dude. I want to do a fucking racing podcast. I'm sorry. We can get going.
It could be Austin teaches racing.
Yay! I like that idea. I'd do that.
I also have a slight announcement from this side of the booth. I believe the Bookie Bungalow will be making its triumphant return this week. I know it's been ages. Since the Bookie Bungalow has been back, but I know all my fans out there, they've been patiently waiting. They love a guy that goes just under 500, Yeah, I'm statistically about a 48% better. So, if we could get that numbers up to about 53%. And that being said, we've got March Madness coming up. So this is going to be, if there was ever a time for someone to get into something like basketball and you haven't been into it, give it a shot on Thursday, because the game started at 11:30. It'll go till 11:30 at night. You can watch basketball all day. A couple players you really want to look out for. It's these 3 guys. This one guy in Kansas, Darren Peterson, has some, people are saying he's got some Kobe-esque like abilities. He's a freak. This other kid on Duke, Cam Boozer, the son of Carlos Boozer. He's a 6'8" kind of point guard that just looks like he could be, his floor just looks like top 3 player on any NBA team. He's a stud. And then AJ Dynabosta from BYU is just a walking highlight film. He's one of the most, he's insane. He's awesome. It's freaky. The guy is just like, what is even happening? So it's going to be a great Martin Madness, but be on the lookout. The Bookie Bungalow is back. We are still, I need that, everybody's thinking about it. The Nets, are they going to get to 22.5? So we're all talking about it. It's anything, all the blogs are saying online, yeah. They're not going to make it. Yeah, they're down 19 to the Blazers right now. So
bad. How many wins do they have right now?
They have 17. So if they could somehow squeeze out 5 more wins at the end of the year, yeah, that's probably.
They need to get nearly a third of their total wins of the year.
Yeah, and then I need the Hawks to go 11-5 in the rest of their games to hit that.
That could happen. The Hawks may never lose again. Speaking of the Hawks, I want to watch the rest of this game, and I'm sure Dakota does too. So we're going to go ahead and hop on out of here. Thank you so much for watching the New Basketball Podcast Show. We have a lot of different shows we're trying on here, but we're still doing basketball from time to time. Yeah. And maybe I'll even do a thing about racing. Maybe I will talk about racing, do a little racing update every once in a while, even if it's just a little solo pod, and I talk about it. Go to Dakota Blue, eat food at Dakota Blue. It's phenomenal.
We did a remodel. It's sick. That's why I haven't been on the podcast as much. We have a big
good. He's been very busy.
Like 5 TVs, so you can come watch all of the sports ball there. And let's go Hawks, go Pistons. I hope the Spurs lose every game ever going forward.
Because I was looking at it. I'm pretty sure like Dylan Harper sucks. Champagny is fake good. He will be terrible in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Wemby will snap in half the moment he has to play a playoff minute.
He's a cry.
He cries. He will openly weep on getting 20 points on his first playoff loss, and I'm so excited to watch it. And they say, I love Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. They are my idols.
Hey, Tony Parker. known adulteress. Wait, he
that a
cheated
thing?
on his wife. That's what I was trying to say. And his wife
Oh,
was
that's
Eva Longoria
badass.
Parker from Desperate Housewives fame, and
That's
she's
badass.
quite the lady. Hey, that's not badass. That's not good.
Badass. All right, fellas. Have a good one. We'll talk to you all another time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Love you all.